Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your patience. I was going to do pick a pile last week. I was going to do a divine partnership reading before the new moon, but I was just completely drained. Spent a couple of days sleeping, and then when I did get some energy, I had things to do, so could not get to that. If you're just getting here, first of all, thanks for watching. If you're just coming to the channel, thanks for being here. I love this community. Love you guys. I am going to be pulling back on the readings on this channel just for the month of February and March, a little bit of March. I have a new book coming out, so that is my primary focus as well as my other business. However, if you were ordering a private reading from me, that will be my priority. So if you do have a private reading that you want from me, that is going to be my priority. I have a 2 to 3 day turnaround time for that. And while I am on it, I am running a sale for the month of February because it is, let me get my prices out, because it is the month of love. So we're celebrating love. So I'm running a sale. So everything will be in the description box below. You can check out the website below. For a full spread, the sales price is $66. For a half spread, it is $44. A 5-card spread, it is $22. And for a 3-card spread, it is $11. Now, I do not... That'll be for the entire month of February. I don't have a time limit on how long I channel. As you guys see, I channel until the messages feel complete. I can get a lot out of just a few cards, even, if you guys watch the overall energies. So it'll be for the 5-card spreads and the 3-card spreads. Everything's recorded. It'll be sent to you. There's no time limit. And it'll be 3 cards plus clarifiers. So if you want it, that's a very low price, and I do get a lot of messages out. If you guys were watching my Instagram or my Facebook, you can find the links to those below. I did pull a 3-card spread with some clarifiers just yesterday. I was going to do a divine partnership reading yesterday, but the energy was it was so strong, but I just did not want to do it. I was being stubborn. I just did not feel like doing it, but the Spirit kept nudging me, and so we compromised, and I pulled some cards just for Instagram and Facebook, and it was amazing. It was amazing. For the clarifying cards, we got King of Cups, Temperance, and Queen of Cups. Just past, present, future energies. Just beautiful, beautiful cards. And there were a lot of messages there. So that is what the 3-card spread is like. 3 cards plus some clarifiers. So if you guys are interested in that, it is the lowest of my offerings. You guys can ask a question and I'll pull a spread and record that and send that link to you. So that is $11 for this month only. And then the full spread, I also offer a live, if you need a live reading via Skype or Zoom, that is staying at $115 just because of scheduling. Again, it is a 2 to 3 day turnaround time for any of my readings, but just because of scheduling, I'm keeping that price at $115. But everything else is on sale. So if a full spread, it looks just like this kind of divine partnership reading, except you go even more into depth. So you guys know how in depth I go with this spread, with this free reading for the general collective. With the full and the half spreads, I go into even more depth. I use however many decks I feel is needed, however many decks Spirit pulls me towards. And it is tailored to your energy. I tap into your energy, into your divine counterpart's energy. I find out what's going on with you, what's going on with them, what's going on with your partnership. Find out what is, how you're feeling towards each other, what you're healing, what your blocks are, what your challenges are, guidance for you guys. So if you are interested in that, reach out to me via my website, www.susandonspiritual.com. Check out the contact form, get in touch with me, and we'll start talking, and we'll get you all the details there. So, I'm just shuffling now, and the Knight of Wands just came out, so got some passion going, got some fire energy. Alright, so we're going to get into this. I'm going to have a new Ascensions Confessions video, a couple more announcements. I'm going to have a new Ascensions Confessions video coming up. soon. Just, we're continuing the story of my divine counterpart and I. But as I have said in the previous divine counterpart, divine partnership readings, we are moving more towards the ascension journey aspect of things. That is really where I've been guided towards. I've always been about the healing. I'm going to continue with the healing. Energies, what's healing, how can we continue to heal, what do you need to heal for your continued awakening and ascension journey. But there has been a lot of messages I've been channeling with regards to ascension as a whole, teaching and helping people on their ascension journey. So divine partnership is a major part of that. Mending, as we're talking about healing. Divine partnership is a major part of that because for me personally, this twin flame path is how I began my ascension journey. I had my awakening many, many years ago, my first awakening, I should say. But then when I met my divine counterpart, again, we've known each other since we were 10, but in 2017, fall of 2017, it sparked our ascension journey, and I found myself on this twin flame path. So that is a major part of it. I'm still going to be, talking about that, talking about the divine partnerships, but talking about ascension as a whole. So if there's anything that you guys want me to talk about in Ascension Confessions with regards to the twin flame path, with regards to ascension, let me know, and I will start doing videos on that, because that is very important. I'm being guided to that from Spirit. I'll also be, talking about that as we talk about the overall energies, because as you guys know, I pick up a lot when I channel the overall energies for these readings specifically. That's why we're splitting it into kind of the teaser, the trailer, just the overall energies. If you're just, if you're resonating with that, I'll get into that in a second. But, I want to do some shorter videos as well. Shorter so that they can be, you can kind of binge them at your will. Okay, for the divine partnership readings, I just want to mention again that we are splitting it up into 2 videos. We have the overall energies where I pull the 3 overall cards, divine masculine, divine feminine, and union energies. I've been channeling a lot of messages just from those cards, those and some clarifying cards. And then we get into the full reading with what's the divine masculine feeling, what's the divine feminine feeling, what are they going through, and then it gets further into how are they feeling about each other, etc. But I'm splitting those into 2 videos, so if the overall energies are resonating with you, then you can go ahead and look into the full reading. But I'm splitting it up because there's so much information in that overall energy reading, and in that first part of the reading that I do, that I want you guys to be able to watch it without being worried about it being like 2 hours long. So if it resonates with you, then you can go on to the full reading. I will have that. It's the full reading. It's the overall energies and the full reading. So I'll have a timestamp. If you've already watched the overall energy, I'll have the timestamp for when we get into the rest of it in the full reading. But that's why we're splitting it up. That's why it is easily digestible for you guys, so you can see if it's resonating with you. And it's not just if it's resonating with you and your partner, but resonating with you on your journey, where you are on your journey, because, again, there's so much there for the general collective with regards to ascension. That's why I'm splitting it up as well. It's not just, for specific segments of the collective that I'm reading for, which is what we get into with the full reading. It gets a little bit more specific, but the overall energies is for the general collective, and there's so much information for the ascension journey as a whole, and that's why I really want to split it up, because I really want you guys to watch that. It's been really powerful the past few times. So that being said, I did my shuffle, my initial shuffles, and then the energy was just so heavy, and Spirit was like, go take a nap. So I took a nap, and now I'm feeling good. And now I'm feeling ready. So let's get into it. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here again. I'm raising my invocation, calling in my Ascended Master Spirit guides and Archangels. High vibrational energies here. Spirit's like, let's do this. All right. If this does resonate with you, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button. We are back with divine partnership readings at least once a week, or whenever the energy calls me. So once a week at the very least, if not more. We will also have pick-a-pile. I know you guys are waiting for the pick-a-piles. It's just, that takes a lot of energy lately, so I've been kind of pulling back from that, a lot of time and energy, but I will have at least one pick-a-pile this week. Not quite sure. I think we're going to do a love-oriented one. I haven't done one of those in a while, so we're going to do a love-oriented one, kind of like a how do they see you kind of thing. I think we'll do that. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. And again, like I said, we're going to have the Ascension Confessions video up as well. All right, let's get into this overall energy here. I was guided to this deck. Now, usually I use the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Reed, which I love for the overall energies. It's been on fire the past few weeks, but Spirit really called me to this deck. This is the, what is this? I don't even know where it is. Wisdom of the Hidden, no. Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Reed. Oh, perfect. So, let's get the masculine energies to start. What is the masculine's overall energy? How are they feeling? Especially with this. Yeah, that came out earlier, and I had a feeling that might come out again. Positive energy, though. We'll get into that. It's positive. They're giving me positive energy here. Feminine. What's the feminine going through? How's the feminine's overall energy? We had the new moon in Aquarius last night. We're going to be feeling that energy for the next few days. It's going to be residual. But this is a new beginning, you guys. I feel it. I just feel lighter within myself. I think the collective feels it as well. It is a new beginning. I have been channeling for a while that the new year and then the eclipse energies were very heavy. The full moon energy with regards to the eclipse as well as the eclipse back in January. It was very heavy energy. Because there was a lot of purging, a lot of changes, a lot of ending of cycles for both the feminine and the masculine. A lot of shifts in consciousness that were happening. Now, I had been channeling that residual energy would be lasting into the last few weeks of January. Now that we're in February, things have really started to shift. And it is a new beginning. It is a fresh start, and I think that a lot of this collective can feel that. You feel lighter within yourself. You don't have that fogginess, that heaviness over your mind anymore, or over your heart. Wanting to really step into your emotions, you're saying, wanting to really open up and connect with your counterpart and connect with others, connect with the world, just be out in the world. It's almost like we had a period of hibernation, and now we're ready to go and step out into the world again. That's the energy that they're giving me. So, okay, we're going to have some more messages. So let's get the cards first. See, messages come. Cards are just a tool of divination, a tool of channeling. But the cards, the cards are just a tool, but the messages are there because Spirit is here and Spirit is with you. You can do this yourself. Union energies, please. You have to trust your own intuition as well. Trust the readers. Trust, if the messages resonate with you, it means it's a message that's meant for you. But trust your own intuition. Everybody has this ability. Everybody has this. Everybody has this skill. Everybody has this gift. You just have to tap into it in your heart, into your space, into your third brow chakra. Open up your crown chakra. Open up that intuition because you have this as well. So trust your own intuition. Even as you're reading or even as you're listening to a reader, trust your own intuition with regards to the cards that are coming out. If it's not resonating with you, it means it's not meant for you. If you're getting another message, trust that message. Trust what the cards are saying to you. Okay. Union energies, please. Union. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to take all of them, you guys. Okay, I'm going to take all of them. God help me. This might be a longer reading, but I'm being called to take all of them. We'll get into the union energies in a second. All right, for the Divine Masculine, we're going to start with the Divine Masculine. Now, we got the Chaos and Conflict card, but what they're actually telling me, so they're pointing me directly to the number 33. The Ascended Masters are with them. The higher powers are with them and guiding them. This is transformation. Even though we have the words Chaos and Conflict, the Masculines are experiencing a little bit of this, but it is not turmoil anymore. That tower moment has come, and now what they are experiencing is transformation. They're experiencing a higher shift in consciousness. They're experiencing heart activations, light downloads. It is changing them. They are seeing things from a new perspective. They're showing me the Hanged Man. They're seeing things from a new perspective and surrendering to this. Where before they were holding on so tightly and creating so much resistance, now they're seeing the transformation happening inside of them. And from the transformation that's happening inside of them, they're seeing that as within, so without, as above, so below. They're seeing that transformation occur in their outside physical reality, and they're liking what they're seeing because the negative things are fading away. Any of those karmic cycles are closing. The things that no longer serve them are beginning to fade from their reality. They are cutting things out that no longer serve them, and they're starting to see that it's bringing in more blessings. Now, before they were holding on to that because it was almost like, well, the things that no longer serve them could have been people, could have been places, could have been work, could have been home life, could have been beliefs. They were holding on to that so tightly because it was almost like they'd had their, I've been channeling this for a while now. So they'd had their original awakening. And they built themselves up. They had a struggle. They had their crisis of faith, and they had whatever it was that they went through. This could have been outwardly or inwardly struggle, outwardly or inwardly turmoil. So this could be illness. This could be divorce. This could be relationships and heartbreak. This could be changes in work. Anything that really shook their foundation and made that tower crumble. They had experienced that before. Anything, however that's resonating with you or for you, that really shook them down, and they had to create a new foundation for themselves. They had to build back up. The foundation that they built was a false foundation. They built it up on masks, and Spirit is saying that's okay. It's okay because they did what they needed to do to survive and get to this next level, because all of that, everything that they built was learning and experience for them. Everything that they built going forward from that pivotal moment in time for them was about more karmic cycles that they had to learn, more lessons that they had to learn, more experiences that they had to go through in order to get to this point, so that they can really understand who they are. And who they are is not those masks. It's not those illusions. It's not that false foundation. So the divine was guiding them even then. The divine is guiding them now. This 33, the ascended masters, higher level entities, higher level love is with them. This is archangels. This is star seeds. This is all in the higher realms, guiding them through this. Now, what they're experiencing again is another shakeup, and they were holding on so tightly because they're like, oh my God, I can't go through that again. I cannot have my world shatter around me again because I can't build myself back up. What the divine is coming in and saying with the divine feminine, they're telling me, the divine feminine being their guiding light as well, with their love. Now they're seeing that foundation is just love. That foundation is the feminine's love, the feminine's love and the divine's love, because it is one and the same, because this is the Trinity. It is the masculine, the feminine, and the divine working as one, because it is one love. So the divine has come in, created the shakeup again, said you cannot hold on to those masks, cannot hold on to those illusions again. You must transform into who you truly are. And so they had their shakeup, they had their shift in consciousness, but they were holding on so tightly, holding everything close to their chest, holding on to their beliefs, holding on to that control. And control is just an illusion, but they were holding on to it so tightly because they didn't want to go through that again, because they didn't think they could build themselves back up, not understanding that they were building themselves up now on a foundation of love, on a foundation of who they truly are as a soul, who they truly are as a light being. The mask had to fall. The illusions had to crumble in order to build themselves back up. So now they're at the tail end of this kind of chaos and conflict. They're still kind of feeling this within themselves, but they're at the tail end of this. And what they're showing me here with this image of the zebra and the giraffe is this energy is falling away. So that this is the masks that are falling away, the illusions that are crumbling, so that they can step into who they truly are. And you see how strong the zebra giraffe is? I don't know which one is coming in. It's both. It's kind of both. This is like the divine feminine, divine masculine merging into one. As the masks crumble, they're merging into one being. This is I'm getting the energy of just confidence. I'm getting the energy of power, just standing strong in who they are. They are realizing who they are now, and that everything else was just an illusion, that everything else just wasn't serving them. It was just, it wasn't serving their well being. It wasn't serving what they want for their life. And what they want is this love. What they want is this feeling of power, but not a power of control. Spirit is saying that we have really, we've misused power. Power is owning who we are. Power is being authentic to us. Power is love. Power is not how we have corrupted it. We have truly, truly corrupted it in this physical existence. But true power is owning who you are. True power is shining your light. And they're pouring me to this dawn. This is the masculine dawning, realizing their power, stepping into their power, realizing the truth of who they are without the mask, without the illusions, realizing the power of love and how beautiful that is. So the masculines, they're saying, might be feeling some of this chaos and conflict, but it's not that turmoil. It's not that tower energy anymore. It's not even residual is what they're saying. It's just that the last remains of that shifting consciousness. The last remains of that changeover into who they are, who they were into who they are. That's what this transformation is all about. Who they were, letting go of that in order to become who they truly are, because the past is in the past. And there's no need. Look back on it, say thank you for it, feel gratitude for it, because it has led you to where you are now. All those experiences were necessary to bring you to this point in time, this point in your ascension, this point in your evolution. But the past is in the past. So let go of blame, let go of guilt, let go of shame, let go of karmic relationships and ties, let go of past patterns of behavior. That is not who you are, and you know it. The masculines know it now. And this is their transformation. They're telling me this is their redemption. This is their redemption. Love is their redemption. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful energies for the divine masculines. Beautiful energies. They are, watch the last few, if you only watch the last few overall energies for the last 2 divine partnership readings, I will link that in the description box below. This is where they are. They are the phoenix rising, and this energy that I'm getting is just so powerful, you guys. I can't even explain it. It is transformation. This divine masculine is transforming and evolving very, very quickly. No wonder, because the feminine has as well, they're telling me. But this couple, this is a power couple, and they are evolving very, very quickly, ascending very, very quickly. It is beautiful energy. The transformations are happening quickly. And if you're not seeing it yet on the physical, know that it is happening within, because it is divinely guided. The higher realms are guiding this. They are working very, very closely with both counterparts, but especially with the divine masculine, to make this happen, to help this transformation happen, to help this shift in consciousness happen. Beautiful, beautiful, because it's all for the purpose of love. This higher power of love. This is exactly what we were talking about. No wonder all these cards came out. This is the union energy, but it is this, they're pointing me to this now. So we're going to go here before we go to the divine feminine, because they're saying this is a specific message. It is this higher power of love. 4 is a mark of transformation. So they're doing this. They're saying this is power. This is what true power is. True power is love, not from a place of corruption, not from a place of control, not from a place of resistance and suppression of emotion, suppression even of a people. We can go there, they're saying, but suppression of the self. This is divinely guided by this higher power, because we're moving into a new realm of power, a new power of love and assisting others and being of service to others and fulfilling our mission work. And the divine masculine is understanding this. They're feeling the call from the archangels. They're feeling the call from the ascended masters, from the higher entities, from the higher ascended entities. They are feeling the call in their hearts. They're feeling their heart activating. They're feeling the light downloads. Their higher level chakras opening, rising. They're feeling that rise into the bridge. I've been channeling this for a while as well. The divine masculine, they are the lower level chakras, and you need, don't say that is, that's not like a inferior. You need all 7 chakras in balance. So the masculine is really the lower level chakras, being grounded in this physical plane, willpower, identity, prosperity, abundance, feeling secure in this world, personal power, being connected to your emotions, that grounding energy. You need that to exist in this physical plane. And the masculine, that is where they are. That is their energy. The feminines are all about the higher level chakras, the crown chakra, the brow chakra, the communication, the throat chakra, the connecting to the higher realms, bringing that 5D template down, connecting to the intuition, connecting to the heart, being able to express that, communicate that. Now what's happening is the feminine is bringing that down, that template down, and the masculine is rising up, and you are meeting at the bridge of the fourth chakra, of the heart chakra, and that is where the activations are taking place. You're meeting at the bridge. That is where true balance and true harmony takes place, meeting at that bridge. That is where the balance between the masculine and the feminine takes place, and the merging takes place. I'd never channeled it like that with the merging, but that's what they're telling me. That's where the merging takes place. And so the masculine is rising and really feeling that heart activation, and really starting to understand. They're understanding, opening up their higher level chakras, because the feminine is guiding them and bringing that down to meet the divine masculine. And the higher ascended masters, higher entities, spirit guides are really helping them to bridge this. Okay. Interesting that we had that message. So we're going to get more union energies, but that was just for the divine masculine. So let's get to the divine feminine. Divine feminine, regeneration, 6 and 4. They're pointing me to the numbers today. I'm not sure why, but 6 and 4 is 10. It's a completion of a cycle. I'm feeling like you guys, especially in the fall months, I want to say September through even January. It was lingering energy in January. You guys went through a complete birthing cycle. Now, you've been going through this purging cycle all year, through this shift in consciousness all year, through this releasing, through these purging all year. But there was a major shift that happened in the fall for you guys. It was a rebirth. And then you had some trickling energies. So maybe you were triggered, maybe you had challenges and obstacles to overcome, especially with regards to your divine masculine. Or in your outer life, they're telling me, in your outer world. But this was all because of what was happening in your inner world. There was a lot of turmoil, not turmoil that you had experienced before. You had ascended so high, they're telling me, that you were starting to understand this. You were understanding what you were going through now, that you were understanding that you were going through this evolution as well, that you were having this rebirth. You understood it from a higher perspective, but it was still very painful because it was a rebirth. This is... They have the word regeneration here. This is the blossoming. The blossoming. So from the ashes, this is your phoenix moment. You have been the phoenix. The masculine was the phoenix. We had that card, and that message in one of the previous divine partnership videos, the overall energies. This has been your phoenix moment, divine feminines. And this is not the first time they're telling me this. You have been a phoenix over and over and over again, but this is your complete rebirth. And out of the fire, here you come. Here you come. Out of the ashes, out of this molten lava, here you come. Something reborn where it was thought to be impossible, because nothing is born. They're telling me nothing can thrive in lava. Nothing can thrive in molten ashes. But here you are reborn. It's like the dandelion, who is the dandelion, you think it's like one of the lesser flowers, but how beautiful it is because it grows through the cracks in the concrete. And that's the image that they're giving me. This is what you are. You're coming out of the fire and you are being reborn. And what they're telling me is, you see how this light is just, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you see how there's this energy that is being just born down on this tree that is just beginning to grow its leaves. This is prosperity. This is abundance. This is your new life. Because you have been through it, because you have shifted your consciousness completely, there is no going back. There is no going back to who you were. And how beautiful that is. Because who you were, that was illusion. That was mask. That was you keeping yourself small, and now you are ready to just burst forth and bloom and blossom into this new life that is full of abundance and prosperity, and that is what the divine is bringing in. They've been, for the past few minutes, they've been reminding me of this card in the Energy Oracle deck. Bottom of the deck of here is Angel of Love. That is who you are, Divine Feminines. It's the Cornucopia card. Let me see if I can get it. They're reminding me of this because it is just blossoming abundance. It's the same energy. This is who you are now. This is what your life is going forward, just blossoming abundance. And they're telling me that you might get a feeling like you might every once in a while find yourself saying, not woe is me so much, but is this truly mine? Is this abundance truly meant for me? Am I deserving of this? You might find yourself kind of wallowing again, kind of questioning it, kind of questioning your faith, kind of doubting this again. But what they're saying is that's the illusion. That's the illusion. And you are at such an ascended place where you can quickly pick yourself back up and say, yes. Transmute that energy, that negative energy that's trying to pull you back down, and say, yes, this is my divine right. This abundance, this prosperity is my divine right. This love. Look at this energy here. You have the, I don't know if you guys can see it because of the glare. See, you see how that light is just pouring down on that tree, just showering it with love. It is the same cornucopia. This is the same energy that I'm getting. And it's the 11 card, this divine partnership, this divine love. And from this divine love, pure abundance. This is your divine right. This is your birthright as a soul, as a light worker. Happiness is your right. Joy is your right. Bliss is your right. This transformation, they're telling me this transformation was necessary. This rebirth was necessary so that you can come into this abundance and know that this is what your future holds. And there's no going back for you either, Divine Feminines. There's no going back for you because you've had this rebirth. You have had this complete rebirth. And now you have bloomed and you have blossomed, and you're going to just keep growing and growing and growing. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to keep this out because this is just a stunning card, stunning energy. It's the same. It's the same energy, you guys. It's just beautiful energy. They're pointing me to the divine masculine with this energy. So I think we're going to go to the union cards now. But they're saying, like, this is for both of you. This cornucopia, this abundance, they want me to do this as the 11 card, bringing the 1 and the 1 together to create 11, to create union. So the masculine and the feminine merging to create this cornucopia of love and abundance. This is union. This is what, the masculine is ascending and evolving to come into this partnership, just as the feminine has had this rebirth to come into this partnership. And now this is your life together. This merging of energies, merging of this relationship, of this partnership, to come into a higher level of love together, and then it evolves. That then expands, that love just expands to ignite the entire world. As you get into your mission work, as you come into love together. Beautiful. All right, let's get some more union energies. Putting that aside because that they're telling me it's complete. All right, these energies, it's very interesting. So these energies are more about what's to come versus what is, and guidance for what you need to do. So with this building blocks, they're telling me this is actually past energy. They're telling me this is what's been necessary in order for everything to take place, in order for this union to take place. Both of you have been working, creating, building blocks on top of each other, getting to this point. So, okay, so what they're telling me is I've actually been saying this for most of my life, so it's very interesting that they're giving me this message, because when I've been saying that for most of my life, it feels like it has been channeled from spirit. So they're reminding me of that because this message is now for you. When you look back at your life, you see that there were pivotal moments. And you see that those were learning points. You see that that was meant for growth, that was meant for your own evolution, that created a spark, that created a major change in your life, whether it was an outward change or an internal change. And remember, the outward changes always stem from the internal changes, because as within, so without. So even though it only looks like an outward change, There was something going on inside of you that was changing and shifting as well, that was evolving as well. So you have those moments as the building blocks. And if you look back on your relationship with your divine counterpart, you see that you had those moments as well. You had those specific, you had to go through what you went through, whatever your path has led you on. And everybody's path is different. The blueprint kind of remains the same on this twin flame path to this ascension journey. The overall blueprint remains the same, but every couple's path is different. Every couple's individual story is different, even though the blueprint is the same. But you have had your building blocks. You have been through what you've been through to get you to this point. I'm going to give you an example from my personal experiences. My divine counterpart and I, we met when we were 10, then we connected through social media, and then we actually met for coffee back in fall of 2017, and that is when the sparks flew. It felt like home. We fell in love. It was very intense, so, we started going forward very, very quickly, but then my divine counterpart pulled back. That was necessary. The pulling back was necessary because it's one of the building blocks. We went through some push and pull. We went through some external experiences. Even that was necessary to bring us together. It brought us closer together. The push and the pull, the coming together, the separation, whatever it is you go through with your divine counterpart, always pull back and look at it from a higher perspective. It's very painful in the physical. I understand. I completely understand. But always pull back and look at it from a different perspective, from a higher perspective of what is your soul trying to teach you? What is the gift of this? What is the gift that your souls, because your souls have orchestrated this together. Before you were incarnated here, you knew what you needed to go through in order to come together for this harmony, for this bliss, for this union. You knew that the ego would get in the way, is what Spirit is telling me, and you knew what to do to kind of circumvent that. You knew what you needed to learn. You knew what you needed to go through. Your higher self knew what you needed to go through. So those individual scenarios were the building blocks, the separation, the push and pull, the hot and cold, whatever, if you had a karmic relationship, even if there was a karmic relationship, your divine counterpart had to go through that karmic relationship to experience whatever it was they needed to experience and heal from that as well. So even though it was painful for you, pull back and look at it from a higher perspective and know that they could not come together with you because it would have been fraught. They would have learned that lesson with you. So rather they learn that lesson with somebody else than put you through that pain, even though it felt like pain for you as well. Separation is the same thing. They had to pull back and you had to both separate for your own individual healing, because if you came together before it was time, remember divine timing is always at work. If you came together before it was time, it would not have been right and you would have known it, and there would have been more triggers and more healing. Separation is just meant as a break for healing, just a timeout for healing, for individual healing. So what they're telling me is this was the building blocks. Everything that you have experienced, not just for your own individual life, but yes, for your own individual life, but with your divine counterpart, has been for both of your evolutions and for your growth, so that you can come together and form this foundation. And you see it's kind of like Tetris here, where the blocks are coming down from the sky and forming this foundation. They're telling me, is the foundation that you have created for yourselves for this union. And now you guys have ascended so high that you can see this. You can see that you've been through everything that you've been through on this path, on this journey, to come to this foundation, to come to this place. So they're pointing me to the individual blocks, and they're saying hot and cold, push and pull, separation, karmic relationship, external influences, external factors, karmic cycles. All of that had to be healed in order for you to come together and rise up higher into this foundation. And they're showing me this is the tower that, we were talking about, the masculine, their structure fell, and they were like, I can't build another foundation. I can't go through this again. This is the foundation of love that is now being built. This is the foundation that they are now rising with. All right. Beautiful. That was a great message. Thank you, Spirit, for that. Now, these two remaining cards are telling me is guidance for the future of this union, for how to come closer together. I feel like this collective, this segment of the collective that I'm reading for, remember, this is a general reading. If you want me to tap into your individual energies, then, book me for a reading, 2 to 3 day turnaround time. I will make those a priority for you. I'll tap into your individual energy and see what's going on with your situation, your personal situation. So this is just general. Take the messages as they resonate with you. If they don't resonate with you, it just means it's not meant for you at this time. But if it's resonating with you, then it means that this is what's going on with your situation, or it means it's what's to come, or it's what's past. Time is fluid. Remember that. Time is just an illusion. What they're telling me here is this is guidance for what's to come. Message in a bottle, come to the edge. I have a feeling this group is on the brink of union. It's beautiful energy. It is beautiful energy on the brink of harmony, on the brink of coming together in pure divine love without the triggers. They're telling me there still might be challenges, there still might be obstacles, but you're going to face them together now. This is a merging of both energies in the physical. You've already reached union in the 5D. Now you're bringing that template down and you're bringing that into the physical to come into harmony together, to come into this partnership together. You're saying, come to the edge. You're at the edge of this. You're at the very precipice of this. And it's just going to take a gentle nudge from the divine for this to come in. It's just going to take some communication. So they're telling me this. They're showing me, they're doing this for me. They're saying it's going to take some communication from the masculine to come forward towards the feminine. It's going to take, they're giving me the word courage, a leap of faith. It's that Fool card. They're giving me the Fool for both of these. I'm going to pull the Fool card just because I want the visual here, because it's a very strong energy. I haven't channeled this much for union energies before, but it's really beautiful. Okay, they're actually pointing me to this. The bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man, but in reverse. And you guys, I keep my cards upright. I don't read reversals. Some reason this was in upright position. There has been a shift in consciousness for both parties. There is a change of perspective. There is forward momentum. There's forward momentum happening here. All right, I'm going to shuffle these again, so don't worry, but let's get the Fool, because I want you guys to see the visual. It's very, very powerful. Here we go. For both of these energies here. So the masculine is going to have to come forward and take a leap of faith and communicate their feelings. And you see how this is a ton of water energy? This is all emotions. This is all emotions being guided. And what they're showing me is this glass bottle. They're showing me there's not a physical heart in this image, but what they're actually showing me is a heart in this image being encased in a glass bottle. And what they're saying is that bottle shattering and the heart just being illuminated and activated and bursting forth with emotion. And that is what the divine masculine is going through right now. And they're going to have to come forward with some kind of communication for the divine feminine. They're going to have to take a leap of faith if they want this new beginning. They're going to have to come forward and communicate this, because there's so much emotion here, but they're going to have to express that. Now, what they're saying for the divine feminine is take a leap of faith as well. Trust in this. The divine feminines have been going through some crises of faith, some doubt, some lack of faith in their divine masculine, saying, I don't think he's going to do it. I'm not seeing any indication of this in the physical. But what they've been reminding us is to go within. You have to feel it within. You have to have that faith within if you want to manifest. And if you want this new beginning as well, divine feminines, you have to come to the edge. You have to come to the edge of everything that you see in the physical and understand that that is just a physical, and really have faith, really lock into that faith, really lock into that trust in yourself and in this connection and in your divine masculine. Really feel that love. Come to the very, very brink where you feel like, maybe he's not, going to come forward, but still have faith in that, still trust in that. Say, there is nothing that I can possibly see that he is coming forward. Maybe there's no contact between you guys at all. Maybe you've been in separation for a while. Maybe there's no indication whatsoever that he is feeling this love for you. This is what they're saying. Come to the edge. Bring your faith to the very brink where you feel like, you're delusional. You're almost delusional for having faith in this, where you feel like you're going crazy for having faith in this. Bring it to that very edge and take that leap of faith as well. Take that leap of faith as well. Have faith in this, because it is happening. It is happening. It is bringing you two together. This is a new beginning. This is this cornucopia of abundance, prosperity, this relationship that you guys so deserve, that you so want. This is your new foundation that you are building upon for this new beginning. And it's being divinely guided by the higher realms, by this higher power. They are bringing you both to the edge so that you can take that leap together and come together. Both of you at the edge. Both of you on the brink of this union. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm not going to clarify these cards. I think we got enough messages. We're going to go right into the rest of the reading for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and get into detail with what's going on with both counterparts. So this is it for the overall energies. If this is resonating with you and you want to watch the full reading, check out the link below for the part 2, which is the full reading. And yeah, thanks for watching. All right, you guys. I'm just going to shuffle these since I checked through them. I'm just going to give these a quick shuffle. We're going to check out the masculine and feminine energies. Continue with the masculine and feminine energies for this energy. This is amazing energy. I want to explain the energy that I'm feeling here. I want to take a drink first. Hold on. I want to explain the energies that I'm feeling here. This is the first word they're giving me is evolution. This is a higher level of ascension. You guys, I can't even explain it. There has been a major shift in consciousness for both parties. This is a power couple, and I know I said that before. This is a power couple. Your energies are just high level, high vibrations, high level. This is what this twin flame path of the ascension journey is all about. Both of you coming to this understanding of each other, understanding of this connection, understanding of this journey, and this is what's going to happen. Look, we have the Sun card, happiness, and celebration. 3 of Cups, celebration. This is what is coming. I can't even explain the love that is here, and it's a feeling of merging. I wish I could explain it. It is a feeling of merging of these energies because you have both ascended so high. It's just a merging of the energies. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. It is just coming together in love that you have not experienced before. And okay, so what they're telling me is this is divine love. Now, seeing each other through Source's eyes, seeing the world through Source's eyes, because as your love for each other comes into being, as you merge this love and break free from any of the confines that have been holding you back, the lack of faith, the numbing of the emotions, as you break free from that, you come together in just pure love. And this is love to last a lifetime. This is love that has lasted lifetimes. This is divine love. They're giving me the Trinity again. Masculine, feminine, and the divine merging into one. And imagine the love that you feel for your counterpart makes you want to cry. It is so intense and so loving and so all-consuming, and that is what has made you both at one point or another run from this connection, because it is so intense, because it is a feeling of home, because it is a feeling of love that you've never experienced before. But they're telling me this is divine love. This is God's love. And what you feel for each other is what God feels for you. And as you come together, you're going to be emitting that now into the world. That is the point of this journey. That is the point of this partnership. As you come together in this divine love, oh my God, I want to cry. It is so powerful. As you come together in this divine love, through God's love, you are now emitting and expanding God's love through your heart chakras, through your heart, through your love for each other into the world, and helping the world to see that too. You're helping the world to raise their vibrations, and that is what you're doing for this paradigm shift. That is what you're doing for your purpose. Now, you might have other mission work to do as far as this physical plane, but that is the purpose for you as light workers, as divine partners, coming together in this love, this source energy. I call it God, whatever it is that you guys choose to call it, that love energy, that powerful love energy, as you feel that for yourself. And you've already done it. You've already felt that for yourself. You've already filled yourselves back up, and now you're sharing that with your divine counterpart. And as you feel that for your divine counterpart, you are going to be emitting that as like a vibration out into the world. They're just showing me the energy shooting from the heart chakra out into the world, and that is what is going to change the world and uplift the world through your love, because it is God's love. It is Source's love. It is that love, that powerful love energy. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful, you guys. I'm going to keep that section as part of the overall energies, and now we're going to get into the masculine and feminine, because that is so powerful, and I think that message needs to be heard. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. It's so powerful. I just want to cry. This love that is here between these counterparts is so powerful. I can't even express it.